sweet but creepy, man. Oh my God, this one's creepy.
I say goodnight.
Yeah, this one kind of bugs me.
I took him in
I
tight.
love it, but it's
Things are not right. What is this infant kiss that sends my body tingling? I've never fallen for a little boy before. No control, just a kid and just in school. Back home they call me dirty. His little hand is on my heart. He's got me where it hurts me. Knock, knock, who's there in this baby? You know how to work me. All my barriers are going. It's starting to show.
Reminds me of
Let's go, let's go.
what is this beautiful kind of Stephen King beautiful?
Let's go, let's go, let's go. I cannot sit and let something happen I regret. Ooh, he scares me. There's a man behind those eyes. I catch him when I'm bending. Ooh, how he frightens me when they whisper privately. Insinuating blows me. Words of caress on their lips that speak of and of love. I want to smack, but I hold back. I only want to touch. But I must stay and find a way to stop this war. It gets too much. All my barriers are going. It's starting to show.
Just the verses, this chorus.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Let's
Vocals. And then we just hold this. We get this beautiful interlude called Night Scented Stock.
So now from here to the rest of the album, I am perfectly fine. This is I'm set. Which helps me get through this album because I love the way this all is.
And this is the melody from Blow Away. I just love her voice, and when she does this acapella, it's just like
What a segue.
and then we get right into the gun,
What a segue.
right?
I'm a sucker for waltzing.
Alan Murphy, her husband.
Oh, a little lammy boy is coming home from BFPO. We've a bunch of purple flowers to decorate to Mammy's hero. Morning in the aerodrome, the weather warm, the haze colder. For a man in uniform to carry home my little soldier.
What he do should have been a rock star.
But he didn't have the money for a guitar.
Should have been a politician.
But he never had a proper education.
The sergeant in the back
But he
screaming to
never
this.
even made it to his 20s. What a waste, army dreamers. Ooh, what a waste of army dreamers.
So sad.
Tears are a tin box. Oh, Jesus Christ,
Fancy
it wasn't
words.
to know
Band.
that you can wish a fox
sea for a while.
The war didn't go.
Yes, because of the war during the Gulf War.
Give him all his strips and ribbons. Now he's sitting in his home. He might as well have buttons and bows.
Goody two should have been a rock star.
But he didn't have the money for a guitar.
Should have been a politician.
But he never had a proper education.
Should have been a father.
But he never even made it to his 20s. What a waste, army dreamers. Oh, what a waste of army dreamers. Oh, what a waste of all them army dreamers. Army dreamers. Army dreamers.
So sad. It's got that, but it's got a carefree little lilt.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just this ironic.
That waltz.
I mean, she wanted, it's like her son wanted to be he dreamed of being a soldier, right? And that was his dream. And this is what she's left with. And so she remembers him being this lighthearted child, right?
Go on her playlist is the video to this, and what's all those clicks. She's dancing and she's closing her eyes, opening her eyes to those clicks, and it's just like so it's just like it just gets me. It just
I-
brings me in.
I know, it's so freaking sad, man. It's just beautiful. I mean, so we have an anti-war song,
Yeah.
right? And then we close the album with an anti-war song that's fucking so
One of her best songs, period, overall.
Get
Ever.
inside.
Yes.
Ooh.
the song always makes me
Through
feel
her skin. I've been out before, but this time it's much safer
she's
in.
singing from the moon
Last night,
last night. This guy,
in the sky,
nuclear bomb goes
such a
off.
bright light. My radar sent me danger, but my instincts tell me to keep breathing.
The fretless bass here is just that.
Breathing, breathing my mother in, breathing my beloved in, breathing her nicotine, breathing the fall out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, We've lost our chance. We're the first and last. After the blast, chips of plutonium are twinkling in every lung.
Yeah, this song to me really gets you prepared for the dreaming, I think.
Beloved,
Power.
Yeah.
all and everywhere. Only the forwards blow at you and mean you life itself is breathing, breathing my mother in,
difference between the light nuclear bomb, the medium nuclear bomb, and the heavy one. As if it matters.
We are able to determine the size after the flash
The foreshadowing.
sucking up under it the debris
Love all that.
living things around the area of the explosion. And as this ascends, it soon becomes recognizable as the familiar mushroom cloud. As a demonstration of the flash duration test, let's try and count the number of seconds the flash emitted a very small
There's the first, there's the fast small nuclear bomb.
medium size.
And finally,
And finally,
very high yield bombs.
I love the build. This build is badass. I read where she was inspired.
Oh my god.
Sorry about that.
Oh my god. That song just kills me, man. I mean,
Literally.
that's the point. I think that's the point. Right? I mean, first time I heard that song, and this is the last time I've heard that song, and every time in between, it's just been like, oh my god.
Okay. So she was inspired by The Wall for that song.
I see. Yes, especially at the end where they're standing outside the wall, right, in that kind of post-apocalyptic world.
Yeah.
You know, desolation.
Yeah.
And everybody's there's just the accordion player or the harmonium player or whatever, and they're kind of walking around in a daze.
Some gathered together in
You
bands.
know. Yeah. So I love that she ends those two. It ends this album with two just
Powerful.
totally different anti-war songs.
Yeah.
Totally different, but
Yeah.
just powerful, both in their own way.
One obvious and one just sad and, you know, the way.
Dark and
Yeah.
just just like it's a post-apocalyptic, it's a dystopian science fiction
Yeah.
warning, right?
I saw a lot of, when I was looking for videos and stuff, I found a lot of people covering Army Dreamers too, by the way. It seemed to be a real hit to
Well, it was a single.
amongst not just back then, but like recent covers too, that were just done very respectfully and very, very well done. And just people were able to, take it and make it into their own sound too. I mean, because it was such a neat melody, and the
Yes.
waltz end of it and all that stuff. But
Yep.
but the lyrics were so heart tugging,
Yes, yes.
and anybody that had any inkling of having any type of war protest song that wanted to actually not yell at somebody, but to make them feel it, Army Dreamers was the perfect song for that type of thing. So I didn't realize it was banned, in the UK, of course. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that would even be I guess I just don't think about things like that, where a government would say, oh, we want as much positive war messages as we can have. So let's don't have this.
So let's not have this one.
Right.
Let's don't have Breathing or Army Dreamers by Kate Bush.
Right. So
Yeah.
you know, my
It was
my logic.
so Army Dreamers was the third single, right? The interesting single, the Breathing was the first single and was released in April 1980. It was like
It was
4
before
months.
Babushka. Huh.
Yeah,
Babushka was
it's
June.
bef-
Yeah, I read that.
Yeah, June. So it was
yeah.
like 4 months
Oh.
before the album came out, and then Babushka came out just a couple of months before the album came out,
Yeah.
and then Army Dreamers was pretty much right with the a few weeks after the release of the album.
She didn't, and that's the thing. That's another thing about this album. She was, she was her first song, Wuthering Heights, was just huge, and she was just immediately like
A star.
and all that, and this album came out number one, debuted as number one,
In UK.
Yeah, in
Yep.
UK. Well, yeah, in UK. Yeah. Imagine anyway.
Yeah. I can't imagine U.S. number one in the U.S. debut. Yeah, my God. Yeah.
But anyway, it's like she was
Yeah.
just so exposed in such a short amount of time.
Yep.
And so she wasn't feeding. She was, almost like we did Radiohead. They were almost, getting away from all that, and she was kind of getting away from all it, just wanted to just be left alone and to do her thing. And so
yeah.
any type of normal record company marketing thing, why would you follow that path?
Well, yeah, when you have such immediate success,
Right.
and you can have on your third, your third release, a live album, you're producing yourself, starting
Right.
to, and then, you get your third album. The album debuts at number one. It's the first album that you've really been at the
Right.
helm. And
And you're
just
not
like
going, and she
Prince-
already knows that she's not going to tour and she's not going to do all of that.
Yep.
And so it's,
I know.
it's bizarre.
So-
Well, who was, normally I put this down. What was the company? Who was
EMI.
EMI? Yeah.
Yes.
that,
EMI.
that was a little bit more, how would I say it?
We've done some EMI.
I can't
We've
say, I
listened to
can't
some-
assume they were more artsy, but they had more, after the Beatles doing what they did, it's like,
Yeah,
they're all
yeah.
open doors for anything,
Yeah.
Oh.
And who knows why certain artists got the playing on the radio and that kind of stuff. But I'm so glad that whoever those people chose to play Kate Bush.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah.
because she is a gift to those of us who are really moved by music and it just doesn't always happen that way, that the music we hear on the radio is not always this powerful
Well,
and creative at the same time.
yeah, I mean,
So
yeah, she was the epitome to me at the time of, you're not going to hear this unless you dive into these albums. You're just not going to,
right, well, not in the United States, right?
yeah,
I mean,
exactly,
I think maybe in the UK, right?
Well, yeah,
You
I'm
hear it on the
speaking
radio,
from
maybe.
our perspective, our little into the world
South
perspective.
Texas. Yeah,
Right.
Exactly.
So
Um,
you had to go get it. You had to go get it, man. You had to go discover it. And this was the epitome of that to me, and
Yep. I was lucky to get to one of my first jobs was at a record store, and I think that was such a happy life change for me
Right.
at the time. Just to have this. I was being paid to listen to music and to sell it. It's like, listen to this, y'all.
What's the movie?
And-
The
The John Cusack.
yeah, you were the epitome of
yes.
that.
Yeah, oh man, totally.
You-
I love that movie. Can't remember what it's called right now, but yes.
Well,
It's like,
we're gonna
so
stay in the family, so to speak, and cycle back around to where we started this show about talking about where we first heard Kate was with Peter Gabriel.
mhm.
So
This is
we're going to
6 years
hear
later.
Peter Gabriel's song with Kate Bush on it.
That's right. Yes. So yeah, that's a cool album. This is a classic album. I mean, it's super huge album.
We'll get back
We'll
to
probably get a lot of hits
Daniel
on it.
Lenoir, like we did with YouTube. a while
Joshua
back.
Tree.
Yep.
Huge album.
Yeah. This is actually the first Peter Gabriel album. Wait, the fourth album, were we anticipating it, or did we hear it after it came out?
Security.
Yeah.
Security, that was a 1982 record.
Yeah.
So I don't think I was not anticipating. Well, yeah, I was actually, because we were familiar with the third album, right?
We were just familiar with the third album when the fourth one came out.
And then Security came out,
Yeah.
Shock the Monkey, right?
So this album was definitely anticipating because we.
Oh, totally.
Yeah,
I was working at
right.
a record store. I had been working at record stores for a couple of years when this album came out. So
Right.
yeah, I was
Right.
totally. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I think I sold 1 million copies of that record by myself. So. So thanks, Del, man. That was a fun album. Thanks for
Sure.
doing that with me.
Sure.
His name is Del,
And his name is Keith
I think, and we are. Who are we again?
Renjeaux.
Renjeaux. You listen to cool albums.
We do.
So keep coming back. Hit the like button and the subscribe and the bell and all that YouTube stuff.
We got to get out of here because we've been here
Yeah.
long enough. We're way past our bedtime. Good night.
Y'all have a good time. We love you.
Bye bye.